Ben, you are a businessman.
That's correct, sir.
And you've been a businessman for a long period of time, but your current company does what, sir?
Hair transplants, sir.
Hair transplants. Now, that's not the only service that you offer, right?
That's correct, sir.
There are other remedies to help people grow their hair back, such as what?
There are other ointments and treatments, but we offer laser treatments.
Laser treatment. Now, that's not that invasive, is it?
No, it's low-level laser light.
And that's how you met Shahzad 3 years ago?
Correct, sir.
Tell me about the laser.
I went to see Ben in his studio. He told me about the procedure. It's going to cost £1,500.
£1,500, yes?
Yeah.
What was promised to you?
He told me that my hair will not fall again.
Will not fall out, yeah?
Yeah, fall out again. And I will get growth as well, bit. So when I come back for your hair transplant, so make sure you go more hair and your hair are strong, so they will not fall down.
Why did it matter to you, sir?
Because I want to look good, I want to feel good, and I have more confidence. That's why I wanted to do it.
Understood. Did it grow? What happened?
Nothing happened.
Right, let's fast forward. You didn't get the growth that you were hoping for.
No.
Nevertheless, that initial contract was for how much, please, Ben?
£1,500, sir.
Now, he didn't have the money, and so what you did then, sir, is, again, something rather complicated, which was that you extended Shahzad what you might call a 0% interest-free loan.
Correct, sir.
And as far as you were concerned, there was no difficulty with Shahzad whatsoever.
Payments.
Understood. Is it true that you offered to take the £1,500 he'd already paid for the laser off the total fee of the hair transplant?
We do a package where we do a £6,000 package, and it includes laser and transplant. So it is only fair to take £1,500 out of a £6,000 package to make it £4,500.
£4,500. Does it sound about right?
No. When I approached Ben for my transplant, I called him up. I said, Ben, are you going to still give me £1,500 discount for my hair transplant? He said, yeah, no worry, we will do that for you. And I said, how much is it going to cost? He said to me, unlimited graft is for £4,000.
Where is the document setting out the finance element of this agreement?
So we had in the contract that he signed on the day of the transplant, it would have been in there, but unfortunately, due to us coming so quickly, I didn't get it out. But I've got an actual document that is here in place.
Now, what you've provided the court with is what's called a pro forma.
Okay.
In other words, a document which is not filled in, which you tell me and submit to the court, is an example of the type of finance agreement and, which we'll get to, a consent agreement for the operation to take place.
Correct, sir.
Understood. I understand that this was a last-minute application to the court.
Sir, yeah.
I have sympathy with that. I really do. Nevertheless, you run a business where you are engaging in very serious medical intervention and surgery on individuals.
Yes, sir.
What's more, you are extending credit to people. Some of them, it may not be the case, I don't know here, that might be financially vulnerable.
Correct,
Do you
sir.
see it?
Yes, sir.
And so, consequently, you need to make sure all of your administrative systems are in perfect order. Because somebody may come along and say, I didn't give consent to this and I've now been injured, or worse.
I understand, sir.
Where is all of that information kept and retained, sir?
That is kept with the surgeon, sir.
With the surgeon?
That's correct. It's there for their eyes only, sir.
If I were to ask you to go and get Shahzad's form, I don't understand this, you see. You have keys to your building.
That's correct, sir.
You knew you were coming to court today.
Yes, sir.
You knew who the defendant was because you were suing him.
Yes, sir.
You knew, because you're a very sensible businessman, that the critical document,
I know, sir.
for sure,
I know, sir.
would be, first of all, the medical consent, which I'll get to, and secondly, the finance agreement, because you're suing him for non-payment.
I know, sir.
Right. So this is not like dog ate my homework. This is not like I didn't have time. Let me tell you, if you had the one document, you and me would have no problem with each other. Did you go to the office to check?
I went to the office, yes, to check.
What time?
It was about 6:30 to 7 o'clock. So literally I had 25, 30 minutes to find a document.
Well, I understand, sir. But here's the thing. If you've got decent administrative procedures in place, you have Shahzad and his surname.
Yes, yes.
It should take no time whatsoever to find it filed under Sh for Shahzad. Or you've got I would have hoped in this day and age, with the various data protection measures that you have to have, somehow this scanned on a computer. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And so the first thing you would have done is get the only piece of evidence, by the way, that
I know,
matters,
sir.
which is to go through all of your documents and find Shazad's. Could they be at home? In a box somewhere?
I don't think so, sir.
You sure? It's possible.
It is a possibility, sir. I do keep stuff at home, like contracts, not people's contracts, but brand new contracts ready to be signed, work form, card machine, stuff like that.
Why?
Because sometimes I do need to go to patients' houses if they need, you know, if they're doing medical care or anything like that, or they just can't get to the clinic or whatever reason, and they're local, I can nip out and just see them, no problem at all.
Now, I want to get to this. I'm going to ask Shazad about it. It may not be the end of the matter. And by the way, I want to be clear. I'm able to give judgments which are conditional judgments. Do you understand? I hope you're aware of that.
Yes, sir.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.